and play. Like who are you to speak the truth? Just look at all your failures and mistakes. And if they really knew you, there's no way they could love you anyway. Oh, but I will fight the lies with the truth. Oh, keep my eyes fixed on you. I will sing the truth into the dark. I will use my fighting words.
Hello and welcome to the Send Help Podcast, a podcast and a lifeline for moms who are stuck in the middle of trenches of mommyhood.
We're in the middle of those trenches.
Oh my goodness. Bringing them encouragement through Jesus, laughter, and sisterhood. I'm so sorry for those of you listening just audio. That was a full fumble. I'm like middle. That's where we are.
We're in the middle of it all.
We are.
We're in the middle of all kinds of
We
things.
are in the trenches 100%.
Yeah.
We are there.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
I think this needs to be like the background on my phone. or
I
something.
agree. I 100% agree.
Here we go again.
Yep.
Like every morning.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't be my attitude, but
No, as a matter of fact, I feel like we're going to talk about that.
the dog licks my face. I'm like, oh, I gotta do this again. Okay.
wake you
Okay. She wakes me up every morning.
Then there is hope.
And
There is hope for
I
your
know.
dreams
I
of
know.
her getting the kids up and
Yeah.
pulling their covers.
Her paws are muddy though, because our backyard will not dry out. I don't understand. So her paws are muddy. So then there's mud all over my bed and I got to clean it off every day.
Mm.
But yeah, she jumps up, she slaps me in the face and then starts licking. I won't lick you, but
I appreciate that.
yeah. And she just starts licking my face like, hey, I'm awake. Are you awake yet? Are you awake yet? I'm awake. You've been awake all night. It's fine.
Dixie's gotten into the
Fine.
habit of climbing up and just standing on us.
I'm really glad Rosie doesn't do that.
Yeah. She's a stander.
Yeah. So what I found out, she starts on Dusty's side and she talks to him. She doesn't jump up. She stands next to his bed and does the at him. And if he doesn't acknowledge her, then she comes around and jumps up and slaps my face and starts licking me.
How aggressive. Well, see, it's the opposite for us. If Dixie can't get Tim's attention by just going either on the ground where
Mhm.
she clicky paws her all around, like tap dances on the hardwood floor, or tap dances on him and licks him, then she'll come over, stand on me, and bark. She just, or like if she's not on the bed and she'll just stand by my bed, she'll sit down and just let me have it. She's so sassy.
Why do they get the nicer version?
I don't know, but she's so sassy. She never talks to Tim like that, ever. But she has so much attitude with me, and I don't know what I've done to deserve it. I am her biggest cheerleader.
You are.
Yeah. I'm the reason that we have her.
You are. I'm the reason we have Rosie.
Yeah.
Dusty went out of town and he came home to a puppy.
I mean, actually, Christy's the reason that we have.
I'm the reason all of us have
Yeah.
a dog.
Christy went and got Dixie.
I did.
As a matter of fact, on the papers, Christy is
I am.
Dixie's
I am the
legal
legal
owner.
owner.
So she could, take her from us at any time, and in the courts,
I would win.
she would win.
No, they would be like, and why have you not shown an interest in the last 15 years?
Right. Hey, now. 13.
13 years.
13.
My bad.
13 and a half. We're not even to 14 yet. Not even 13. Is it 13
I have
and a
no
half?
idea.
We got her a year after we were married. That would make it coming up on 14 years. But her gotcha day is December 9th.
Aw,
It was my mom's birthday.
nice.
Yeah. Anyway.
So fun.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the gotcha day was for Rosie. I just know she was born on my birthday.
Wow. You guys share a birthday?
We share a birthday, and the kids keep asking me which birthday we're going to celebrate on that day. I'm like, really?
Wow.
Why would I
Take a back seat to
take
the
a
dog?
back seat to the dog?
No, we
Like,
celebrate
yeah, we're not
Rosie's
going to
birthday the
celebrate
day
my
after.
birthday. We're going to have a huge party for Rosie's first birthday. No. We'll find another day to celebrate her.
No kidding, because I'm sorry, they don't even do anything for your
No.
birthday. So
We have fun food that I like. We eat tacos, and that's about it. That's about all I can handle.
so having a huge party for Rosie
Yeah.
and not acknowledging your birthday on
Yeah.
your birthday would
Yeah,
not
that'd
be okay.
That'd
No.
be super cool. Super cool.
Every year I text and say, hey, we didn't, especially since your 40th.
Yeah.
I've texted Dusty and been like, we need to do something. We have to do something for Christy. Please, at least just let us to have. Can we have her? Can Tasha and I have Christy? Let me reach out to Lacey and to Joanna. Let me reach out to her church friends. Let me reach out to, anybody. Can we just have her? Can we take her for tacos and margaritas, chips and queso? Can we just take her for that? Anything? Yeah. I've been working on that for years. It hasn't happened yet. It will one day.
It will one day.
One day we're just gonna have enough money, all of us, and we'll just go to Disney for your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or see the Savannah Bananas. That would be fun.
Yes. That would be fun.
I asked Tim because they're gonna be around your birthday. I haven't talked to you about this yet. Around-ish. Hey, I mean, Oklahoma City, still not that far. Houston, not that far.
Yeah.
About the same distance.
It's true.
Yeah. It's like which one you want to
It's
be
true.
in. Yeah. Worth it, I think.
Probably would be.
Especially if
Savannah Bananas probably would be.
If we left all of our children at home, it would be real worth it.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It would.
We should
That one
do
would.
it.
Yeah. There were people at I think it was the World Series, but I could be wrong. And they had the seats right behind the batter, right in the eye of the camera, and they were wearing banana costumes.
Oh my gosh.
So because it was a baseball game,
Yeah.
I was like, is that the Savannah Bananas?
I think I saw that.
Was it them at the game?
I wonder.
But then at the same time, I was like, probably not. It's probably just a random person wearing a banana costume.
I don't know, but we have to go see a game. I want to so bad.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun. Anyway, yeah. Dusty, I really want to celebrate Christy's birthday if she'll let us. And that's a big part of it, is if she'll
It's a huge
let
part of
us.
it. It's true.
Yeah.
I usually just want to take a nap that day.
Yeah. And then I'm like, well, maybe not on her day, on the day of her birthday. It's fine.
That's true. We could pick any other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be
It doesn't
your
even have to
birthday.
be close to the day.
Right. I mean, we still have to celebrate our 40th. I'm 42. We haven't done
We
that.
haven't done.
We haven't.
Yeah,
we haven't celebrated our
40th.
collective
Yeah.
40th with Tasha yet.
Yeah,
We still need to do that. We need to do
we do.
chips, queso, and margaritas.
Yep. We should just do it like over Christmas break.
Yes, I agree. Let's put
Yeah.
one more thing in there.
Let's put one more thing on
Yeah.
all of our calendars for Christmas break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's supposed to be a break,
It
y'all.
is. It's not though.
It's not at all.
It's not. Starting tomorrow, I'm slammed. I got no time.
It's fine.
But hey, I'm going to do mini shoots the weekend after Thanksgiving. If anybody wants one, going to go out to Tasha's house.
They're so good too, and it's a great spot.
Yeah, it is.
And we can't.
I know. We'll get you another time. No problem. One day when your life slows down.
Yes. I'm pretty sure, like I was telling my mom yesterday, like I've omitted Thanksgiving in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so much.
It's on a Thursday, so thankfully it's like right there. It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much other stuff going on that my brain just skipped right over Thanksgiving. And not because I wanted to put out Christmas decorations. Had nothing to do with that. I literally forgot about Thanksgiving.
This year's the first year that I'm like, we got to get those decorations out or they're not going to get out.
It's true.
Like we haven't done it,
It's true.
but I told Tim that I was like, we have to put that in the calendar of we are doing it this day.
Yeah. I
Of
think
course.
one of the days of Thanksgiving break, I'm going to try to do it.
We're float building.
You are.
And like, I'm like, listen, if I'm going to be putting all this Christmas into a float, we've got to put Christmas in our house.
It's true.
Like,
You can't have it in one place and not the other.
no, I'm like, I just want to put all my pumpkins away because I've
Yeah.
got some pumpkins still out. And I'm like, do we need these? I don't feel like we do. They're cute. They're velour and velvet.
Yeah.
They're velvet. But I'm ready to put them away. I'm tired of looking at them because I put them out in October. I don't really decorate for Halloween. I used to have some more Halloween-y things, but now I'm like, I'll just put it out for fall.
Right.
It covers both.
I
And
like
then,
fall decor.
then it's out and then it's not.
Yeah.
So it's like when I'm ready, I can just switch. And it's
Mhm.
not like, oh, we haven't put out Thanksgiving yet.
Right.
Well, if I don't do a Thanksgiving or a Halloween and just do fall,
Yep.
then I don't feel guilty about not covering both individual
Right.
seasons.
I got mugs that are fall mugs. It's like this.
I thought you were about to say I got mugged. And I was like, this is a story I haven't heard.
I know. They drank all my coffee because it was the only thing on me. I haven't even drank out of the mugs.
Oh,
And I'm about to have to put them away.
yeah.
I need to go home and make a fresh pot of coffee and use one of my mugs.
At least one. Use
At
it.
least one of them. Or because I'll drink the entire pot, I could just use a different cup from the stack for each refill. And then I will have drank out of all of them.
Also, drink out of one on Thanksgiving.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Thanksgiving,
Miniature
watching them
ring light.
when the parade is on.
I
Yeah.
have to
Macy's Day
take them with
Parade.
me.
Yes.
Okay.
Take one with you.
And every year also I see all of the stuff at Hobby Lobby. And it's all like kitchen table setting stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it makes me want to have a huge dinner.
Yeah.
Like a huge
Yeah.
with like 20 people dinner.
Mhm. If we had time and we weren't on all the various boards that we are on and our children weren't doing all the various things that they are
Yes.
doing and we didn't have all of the various things going on at our churches
Yes.
and all the feasts
Yeah.
and parties and
Yeah.
banquets, we should have Friendsgiving.
Exactly.
I would love to do
And I know a lot of
Friendsgiving.
people do Friendsgiving and I'm just like, when?
I don't
when
even
do
care
you
if
do
we could have
Friendsgiving?
Friendsgiving pizza party or tacos.
We could have Friendsgiving in January.
Yes.
We should have a send help Friendsgiving.
And it's, I mean, honestly, isn't it kind of on brand that it's not
But it's not
when it's
when it's
supposed
supposed to be.
We're sending help.
Yes. I think it's perfect.
It really is. And then it's just a potluck. You bring whatever you want.
Yes.
Tacos, pizza, like anything. Like
Yeah.
this is a
Run into HEB and grab something from the pre-made section
something
on your
that
way.
you like, something
Yeah.
that you think is tasty.
Yeah.
Like if you think it's yummy, then bring it.
Yes.
It doesn't have to fit a theme.
No.
Because we're not doing that. We're
No.
not doing themes. No. We're thankful for each
Yeah.
other. We're thankful for each other and yummy food.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be like, oh, well, only she's bringing the bread. No. Although it would be good if we didn't have only rolls. We also don't have to have rolls. Unless you're really good at making them. Then bring them.
I've gotten real good at a sign-up genius. So.
Yeah. But like yummy food.
Yeah.
And then some people have to bring something sweet.
Yes.
I feel like we've conquered the world.
We have.
How life-giving.
I know. It'll be in January. We'll find a location.
We could go over our words.
Yeah. This is going to be fun.
Fresh fire.
Words giving.
Fresh fire.
Send help words giving.
Yes. I love this.
I do too. Let's do it, y'all.
Oh my gosh. I really
So
like
Amber, Tasha, Melinda, it'll be
Yeah.
in January.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
Seriously, Krista, Jenny, who else is definitely watching?
I don't know. Oh,
Angela.
let's do it. Let's do it.
Who else is definitely watching? Kristen.
We have a plan. Well,
Kind of.
there's not really a plan yet. We have an idea. We will turn it into a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because if anything, PTA has taught us how to plan things.
That's true. That is very true. We can also get a group meet going.
We can. Add another one in there.
Yeah. Might as well. Do we need a remind app? I don't know.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness. I have that. I don't think I'm even logged into it though.
I know. I don't have it anymore.
If anyone is trying to use that to communicate with me,
Amen.
it is not working.
No.
It's just not. I
No.
even downloaded some new.
Oh no.
I think it's called Band.
We have Dojo. Dojo is
We
what
stopped using Dojo.
I hate Dojo. It logs me out all the time, and then it wants me to upgrade because it wants me to do points at home, and I'm like, I'm not doing points at home.
Yes.
I don't need to use your. Josh is not going to
yeah.
log in to see how he's doing at home.
No. Yeah. Okay. So there's I don't know if it's new, but there's a different one called Band.
Hmm.
And that is the one that we are using for
School.
Willy Wonka.
Oh.
This is where all of the communication is happening for Willy Wonka.
No, but I would get it mixed up with that one because the logos look very similar.
Yes, this one is for the softball league.
They must be made by the same people.
They're very similar. One's an L and one's a B, but
And
they
then
look exactly the
services
same.
it's
Yeah, I
planning
don't
center
know
looks
what
the
that
same.
is. Oh, it's
That's
planning
planning center.
center.
But I don't know why it's called services.
I haven't known what that is probably since I installed it because it says services and not planning
Oh, yeah,
center.
that's planning center.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nathaniel, you don't listen, but I'll start checking the app that says services.
Yeah, it used to say planning center, and then in some weird Apple update, it stopped saying planning
changed.
center and now
Yeah.
it says
I
services.
yeah.
And I think it's
Okay.
because planning center is a much bigger thing.
Probably.
And
I don't
so
know why
it
I'm
because
rolling my
it's
sleeves
for
up.
services, it's
That's true. That's true. Just realized, like, planning center.
oh yeah.
You can show me how to use it after we finish recording. Because
Planning center and I
I
go
haven't looked at it.
we go way back.
I've been told that you can like black out dates that you're not available and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And
You don't know how to do a block.
clearly I've
Really?
never opened the app because it says services and not planning center, and I didn't know what the app was.
Does mine say services still? Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Services.
So I
Yeah.
should put it in with all of the rest of my group me and
But it used to say
all of the in the folder with all those apps so that I know that it's a communication one. Man,
see, add block out.
I don't even know what you're looking at right now. Okay.
I know.
So fun.
It is. It's real fun. And
love
then
new apps.
I've got WhatsApp going for all of the
Let's create our own app
yeah. We were going to.
and we'll
That was
just
the
talk to each
plan.
other through that app.
We were gonna do a Tricycle of Hope app.
We were.
Yeah. We have a lot of things on
We
the
have
to-do
a lot of
list.
things on the to-do
We have a
list.
book on
Yeah.
a devotional book,
An
on
app.
an app,
A
conferences,
Friendsgiving.
women's retreats.
Yeah.
I feel like they're still kind of all in the pipe. I don't know that the app is going to happen, but maybe.
I feel like that's above our pay grade.
It's further down the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need someone who
And that's
knows
in
how to
conjunction.
do it.
That's in conjunction with Tasha's ministry. So
Yeah.
this is our stuff.
Yeah.
Is women's retreats, our book, and devotional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you started those devotional cards or those scripture
I
cards.
did.
Yeah.
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 It's all on
we're
on my
working.
computer.
We're working towards it. And we do
Yes.
have an outline of like
Yes.
at least chapter ideas.
Yeah.
So we are going towards it. Towards it. We are.
We are turtle walking
Turtle walk. Yes.
towards it.
But still taking steps. Just like
Man,
this.
You know what? I feel like this conversation is a lot of rabbit holes. However, I feel like it feeds in.
It does. I think so.
It feeds in really, really well
Mm-hmm.
because we have all these ideas.
Mm-hmm.
We have all these plans. We're like,
Yeah.
yes, we absolutely need to do this.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
We get tired and we get
Life happens.
Yeah. And then we lose full steam
We lose
altogether.
full steam. We lose focus.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We do.
We forget that we even said we
it.
were going to do it.
Which means we should write this down so that we don't forget it.
Let me write this down.
Gonna do it.
I'll stop. That's not a Christian song.
Keep talking. So
I
I'm
grew
not.
up in the 90s with country 90s music. My train of thought derailed and there were no survivors.
Okay. Well, no. No.
No.
No. You were taking us into our conversation.
Yes.
What we were going to talk about today.
Man.
You
So
were cresting over.
Last week, I did not get to tune in because I was y'all. This is how we talked about riding the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we talked about
this is what we did last time.
The things are blowing in, and sometimes you just got to ride that storm full steam ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like put on your armor, become the locomotive.
Yes, but we're getting on
ahead.
top of the storm
Yes.
instead of letting it take us out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last week I did not get to participate in the live because I took my stuff to rehearsals to attend a meeting while rehearsals were happening, put it all away, and then went and joined the rehearsals directing the kids. I love our teachers
I know.
because they know me, and I probably had a look on my face when I came back in and was like, what are we doing? And they just told me, and I went, and one of them was like, girl, we're on the same page. And then the other one was like, this is what we're doing. And we were both like, yes, okay. Totally fine. It's good. It is an exciting season.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
My
I'm
brain,
about to be an aunt.
you are. Super exciting
Yeah.
season. My brain stopped functioning in October. So I feel like this is a perfect topic.
Mm-hmm.
It really, really is. And I'm going to let you talk about it.
Oh, okay. All right. So last week we were talking about the wearing down attacks of the enemy. Do you have that scripture? Do you remember that scripture? It's in your text
Man.
messages. Where's your phone? You have it. You do have it.
Thank you, Gary.
The wearing down attack of the enemy, which I never thought of as a thing. Like, I know that the enemy attacks us in many different ways. Many different ways. But I have never honed in on wearing down as an actual scheme of the enemy, which is something crazy that it seems really ridiculous that I never put those together. But I also have never read it in the NASB, which is what you read it out of. It's out of Daniel.
I'm close.
Daniel 26. I don't remember what verse though. Christy's almost there.
I'm almost there.
She's almost there.
Stop it. Songs in my head. Daniel 7:25. He will speak
7:20
out against the
26.
Most High. It was so close though.
I know.
I didn't even have Daniel.
There was a
at least you
25.
had the Daniel
Yeah.
part. He will speak out against the Most High and wear down the saints of the highest one, and he will intend to make alterations in times and in the law. And they will be given into his hand for a time, times, and half a time.
He will wear down the saints. How many of us have even spoken out? I'm so worn out. I'm just worn down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm flat out tired. I'm just worn out. I'm just worn out. I can't. I'm just worn out. We're just too worn out. We can't do it. Like, especially moms. Like, this has just stuck with me since we talked about it. It has stuck with me. I mean, it stuck with me so much that the Lord has spoken so much about it that I even prophesied corporately about it to church on Sunday and over our Ukraine team who's in Ukraine, because I believe that it is something that we are coming up against as Christians, as moms, as a nation. This season, we're in a warfare season right now, and we are starting out worn out. But there's so much ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
And the enemy thinks he's won. Because we're even saying it about ourselves. We're just worn out. We're worn out. We're worn out. And being tired, like as in sleepy, your body is tired because, physically you've exerted yourself a lot, is different than being worn out.
Yes, when we were looking into it.
Yeah, Oh yeah.
before we
we've
started.
yeah.
And I actually found an article, like one of the Google results of weariness, like was talking about the difference between being weary and being tired. Being tired is the effect of asserting yourself and
Mhm.
actually doing something, and being weary is you don't even do it.
Yeah.
You don't even take the action.
Yeah. You guys, like, I believe 100% that moms may actually be the most powerful group of warriors that the Lord has in the physical realm.
Oh, for sure.
We have the most influence over the generations. We have the most influence in our homes. Our husbands look to us as the watchers on the wall, right? We see
Mhm.
everything because they are
Man,
doing what the
yes.
Lord has called them to do
Yes.
also. And when they come home, they look to us for cues
Mhm.
of what's going on in our house. Even if you work full time, who do the teachers call? Most of us, and there are some cases where it's not this way, but most of us, the teachers are calling us. Some of you are homeschooling your kids and you are the teacher. You've been with your kids all day. Some of you have small children, some of you have grown children, but you're still the one that has the finger on the pulse of what's happening in your family. And you're the one that sets the tone in your home. So if the enemy can get to you, and if he can get to the moms, he doesn't even have to really attack the other generation, the
Right.
generation that we're raising, because he's kind of already got them.
Right. I love that we're talking about this now, because at the beginning of the year, we were very, very stuck. I
Mhm.
don't want to say stuck, because it was good. I don't want to, I feel like saying we were stuck on this like gives it a negative connotation, but like
Mhm.
it was good. It was good stuff. We were in Isaiah 61.
Yeah.
And talking about growing and raising oaks of righteousness. And we have hit that part of the year
Yeah.
where we're like, dude, I don't care what they turn into.
Right. As long as they leave me alone.
I watered them, I've nourished them, I've sang them songs because I heard plants like that. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't care what they have. Like
Yeah.
whatever they're gonna grow into is what they're gonna grow into, and I'm done. Like, be an oak, be a daisy, be whatever. Like I'm gonna go sit down and catch up on Netflix now, because I
Mhm.
haven't looked at it all year, because I've been finding 3 different Halloween costumes because you change your mind every 5 days, and making potluck luncheons for teachers.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to all of a sudden focus on Christmas and buy all the Christmas presents.
And
Like,
throw a birthday party and
and
do
throw a
this
birthday
and
party,
this and this.
and you've got
Yeah.
this coming up and you've got this coming up. So
2 different plays.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out for this moment, because I've got so much of this weariness going on that I can't even think straight to remember what the popcorn party is for,
Right? Yeah.
when I probably in some way helped plan it.
Yeah.
But y'all, I don't even know. I don't remember what the popcorn party is for.
I know.
Like, I am committed to growing an oak of righteousness, but I ain't feeling it right now.
No.
And
Mm-mm.
if he can get me weary enough,
Yeah.
I will stop growing an oak of righteousness.
You tap out completely. I
So
tell you
I
what,
love that we're talking about this. That was my point.
on Monday, I think, I don't know. It was one of these days this week. I refused to leave the house. I had plenty of things that I could be doing. I had a list of things that I was supposed to do. I felt like, and okay, to be fair, I did come home and my squirrel brain of ADD
Squirrel
got
brain.
the I got the giant shears out
Oh,
and decided to do
been
some
there.
yard work.
I completely rearranged the furniture within my entire house yesterday while the kids were at school.
In my pajamas in the front yard work.
Yeah,
What?
I've done that. And yesterday, I literally I texted Dusty before he came home. I was like, "Please don't freak out when you walk through the door."
I sprayed weeds. I mean, had I known exactly
We do weird
how
things when
to
we tap out.
maneuver this mower, our push mower, and if I had been wearing different shoes,
Mhm.
I would have mowed the front lawn.
Mhm.
Like, I was so done with looking at the like, you just get to the place where you're just like, "I'm done with this. I'm gonna
Mhm.
do it." So I was like, "I'm just gonna do all of this." Now we have all these branches just laying around in the front
Did
yard.
you know that you can rent a wood chipper from Home Depot and turn it into mulch and put it in your flower beds?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't know that, and now
That's what we did when I trimmed all of the shrubs in the
That's good
backyard.
because we have a ton of stuff to trim. But what if it's weed? Like, what if it's stuff that you don't? I don't
Oh,
want
you
to
should
look
probably
at.
just throw
Listen,
that away.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I'm not
Bad
gonna. I'm not gonna do that.
We do
rabbit
weird.
trail.
We do weird things.
But yeah, okay.
When we
And
start getting weary,
then I did
we
all the
want to tap
grocery
out. We
shopping.
want to refocus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I grocery shopped, and then I was finished with everything by 9:30. And I called Tim and I told him, and I was like, I did yard work and I did the groceries, but now I cannot keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
And then I slept. And I was like, listen, I'm really sorry that I didn't do anything else in
Mhm.
the house. The house is awful. And I was like, but the truth is if I don't get my rest in now, I'm not
You're
gonna
not
be
going
able to
to.
sit down again for the rest of the week.
Right.
And I'm like, I have to get it all in
Yes.
today. But it's ridiculous that I feel like if I don't lay down today, I'm not gonna get it in for the
Yeah.
rest of the week. And I am at that place of
Yes.
not leaving the bed today because I'm never gonna have another chance.
It's now or never.
It is. But like I wrote down, if he can keep the moms worn down, he can hinder the growth of the next generation.
It's true. It's true.
But how
100.
real is that? I was talking to Tim also about because he loves warfare. Like warfare, like real in the
History,
physical
studying
history
it,
war.
yes.
And anyways, I was looking into he was like, "Oh yeah, that's a tactic. Like that's number one tactic of warfare." And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I googled it. And I googled it and then I took a picture of it and now it's not on. Okay. So, what it's called, the wearing down attack, is called attrition warfare and it's from the First World War. And it's in the encyclopedia. Well, it's the International Encyclopedia of the First World War. Like, dude, it's a whole thing. It's defined as the sustained process of wearing down an opponent so as to force their physical collapse through continuous losses in personnel, equipment, and supplies, or wearing them down to such an extent that their will to fight collapses. Come on.
There's a lot of things that
Does
I can
anyone
think
else
of that has
fully
used that.
Yeah. Does anyone else fully identify with that? Because I do.
A lot of battles were won because they held off supplies.
Yeah.
And the other side couldn't receive their supplies.
Or water, just
Or
water.
water.
Yeah.
They did that in Waco. The FBI did that in Waco with like trying to deprive them of sleep with the bright lights and the loud noises all the time.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make them tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all, of course this is what he's doing. Of course. But how many of us, I mean, even y'all, the costume of the mom
I
costume
saw a lot of those this year.
for kids to wear is, leggings or sweats, messy bun, dark circles, and coffee,
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's kind of spot on.
and a robe,
No, not the robe.
or a baby, like wearing a baby.
Mm-hmm.
We're a trope. And we have accepted it as fact that we're tired and worn out. We're just worn out. We're worn out and we don't care. And that's just what motherhood is. And yeah, we are physically tired. But we have to stand against this acceptance of weariness in your soul and in your spirit. You have to fight back actively against it. And it is not our go-to. And it's going to take some work.
Yeah, that was another one of the things when I was looking at weariness, when I Googled weariness, it was the cure for weariness.
I almost punched her for this. Yeah.
I know. She was like,
I was like, you can't say that
so the cure for weariness
in the
was
physical.
in the physical is being active and not having a sedentary lifestyle. And she literally was about to punch me. She was
I was like, you can't say that.
you can't say that. Not everybody can get up and be active. Not everybody can just exercise all the time. And it doesn't like you. I was like, but well, hang on.
I was like, whoa, that's
Hang
not
on,
what
whoa.
I'm saying.
Because how many of us, when we start to feel weary in the physical, even in the spiritual or in the physical, we let ourselves become sedentary. You cannot fight a spiritual war with a sedentary spiritual life.
Amen. But also, when you're in the trenches of mommyhood and everything is coming at you in the physical and the spiritual, because it is hell. All of hell is coming at you, okay? It's the truth. All of hell is coming at you spiritually. All dirty diapers are coming at you in the physical. If you're out of the dirty diaper stage, all of the everything else is coming at you. And then you're dealing with parents that you never would have chosen. Never. That's the thing that nobody prepares you for. Is you have to deal with
Other parents.
when, I don't know about you, but my parents, I had to be friends with my parents' friends, my parents' kids. Now, our kids pick our friends.
Yes.
I don't know where that changed.
Our kids are friends, so we should get to know each other and hang out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes, I'm so glad that Avery and Annabelle and Carson and Josh all get along, and they were each other's people for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But now, the age gap is definitely showing. Like I don't have anyone that has a kid Josh's age specifically that was my friend first.
Right.
Thankfully, his best friend, I adore his mom. But, we're at this place now where I'm just going to have to suck it up. And it just, it's like, I no longer get to pick my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I do really love listen, if you are listening to this and we were thrown together because of our children, I'm not talking about you. Okay. I love you. And I I do cherish all of these women in my life. I cherish the PTA women and everything. But there have been like, okay, it's clear that we don't have the same values. We don't have the same, like, but it's okay. It's okay. This is a part of motherhood,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the part of the trenches. And sometimes it has a part of the wearing down effect
Mm-hmm.
of what you have to combat against. And if you don't actively come against the spiritual part of all of it, because your battle is not flesh and blood. These people are not the problem. It's the enemy. And if you were prepared with being active with the Lord, more active, which I know I would roll my eyes as well at listening to this.
I know.
Your gut
know.
reaction is, oh,
When
okay.
do I have time for that?
You're telling me that I'm not doing enough.
Mhm.
I'm worn out. I'm at my very last strand. I am holding on by a thread. I am depleted. Let me tell you, I have been in tears every week. Like and that's why this is hitting me so hard right now, is that it has been hitting home. The Lord has been shining a light on everything that I was accepting as this is just a fact of life of where I am.
Right.
And I didn't realize that wearing down was just the enemy. That's a tactic of him. That's a tactic of warfare. It has been a light bulb, and you need it too. We all need to shine a light on what the enemy is doing. Because it's not an obvious one, especially as women. We accept defeat a lot and we keep going because we're like, well, we have to keep going, but I'm exhausted and I'm tired. And we speak it over ourselves too. And then we dress our kids up as the tired mom. And that's what motherhood looks like. We draw comics of what motherhood looks like. Yes, our bodies are saggy and we give life through our bodies and we feed from our bodies and all the things, but we also give life with our words, we give life with our time. We pour out what the Holy Spirit pours in. But if you are not getting poured in by the Holy Spirit and you're not spending time and finding time to get filled up, you will not be pouring anything out but
the tired.
Yeah. There have been so many times that Tim has walked in those doors at home and I am tired and I am spent and my signals are putting off that Josh is the reason and it's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh did not deserve that. I'm just in this cycle that I've been in all day and I've been dealing with people and I haven't been giving it to the Lord and I'm off. But then Tim comes home and he's like, okay, well, and then he's all of his cues are coming from me. He's had a hard day also. He's been dealing with people too. He comes in and then his tone is not the gentle tone that he should be with Josh. And it's mostly coming from me because he's like, oh, okay, well, I see where we are.
Right.
And so he takes the baton from me
Mm-hmm.
and he runs
Yes.
with it.
Oh, that happens in our house constantly.
Yeah. And Josh isn't only
I am frazzled, I am worn out and not being patient with the kids. Dusty comes home, reads me and thinks that they are the cause
right
of the situation and acts accordingly.
Yes.
And it's like, no, they're like, no, it's not them.
Then we have to backtrack.
Yeah.
We have to backtrack. And then it's like, well, I've already messed it up. And then that makes it worse.
Yes.
It's just it's piling on. And then I end up crying somewhere in a closet because I'm like, I've already screwed everything up, and now my son is paying for it, and my husband is paying for it because I gave him the wrong signal, and he was clearly not having a great day, and now I'm like, and the house is messy, and I didn't do all of this, and I haven't finished this, and I have 5 things that I need to do for PTA, and you know,
Yes.
and I'm so tired, and I don't know when I'm ever going to spend time with the Lord, and I'm not hearing from him, and it's just like, get a hold of yourself. This is not from the Lord. Let's call it what it is. This is an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what attrition means? We were looking at the definition in Webster's
We
dictionary.
looked all like we just need a set of encyclopedias for
Yeah.
our shelf, I think.
Attrition, the action or process of gradually reducing the strength or effectiveness of someone or something through sustained attack or pressure. It's what we're all dealing with.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
We figured it out.
And then it says number 2, and this is also from the Oxford, this is from Oxford Language Dictionary, right? Christian theology. In scholastic theology, attrition means sorrow, but not contrition in sin. The meaning of attrition in sorrow is sorrow for one's sins that arises from a motive other than that of the love of God. It sounds like Satan to me. Who has felt the weight of heaviness and sadness lately? Who has felt like you have a weighted blanket that you can't get from under, and you can't
Right.
breathe? Like, I've been feeling that. And then I throw it off and it gets thrown back on.
Mm-hmm.
Until we started talking about this. And then I'm just mad. I'm mad that I have agreed with
Agreed
this.
with it. Right.
I've agreed with like this whole list of stuff that is clearly not true, but I just was accepting it because I was like, oh yeah, well, that checks out for this time in our lives.
And like what we've talked about before, like what
For
you're
our
looking
schedules.
for. Yeah. The evidence that you're looking for, like you're going to find it.
Yes.
If you are feeling this way, then the evidence around you will start supporting that as your truth. If we're feeling tired and worn out and weary, like, oh my goodness, my brain is not functioning. Like, how many times have I said in the last week, my brain stopped?
You've said it 4 times since we were just recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't stand in agreement with that.
No.
Like, this is, and everything that is happening is going to not remembering what the popcorn party is for. Like, well, there's evidence to support that my brain is overloaded.
I need to stop. I need to stop saying yes to all these things. Well, no. Okay. You were walking with the Lord, were you not, when you said yes to these things? You were.
Right.
You asked him if you should say yes to these things. Did you not? Yes, you did. You're in the yes right now. Don't quit because you're tired and you're weary.
Right. Satan wants you to quit the yes.
Yeah. If you asked him for your best yes, then let's trust that the Lord led you to your best yes. And this is where you're supposed to be. I refuse to let go of these commitments that I'm in right now because I know that the Lord brought me to these commitments. Period. So, how do we combat this? We've talked it to death. So, how do we combat this?
I know. I was just thinking, like, what was the verse that I wrote down and how did it apply to what we were doing?
Well, I mean,
because I'm past it. Like, my brain has moved on. So I was just trying to reread it really quickly. Stay with my flow of thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Because when I read the verse, it might be like, what does that got to do with anything?
I mean, there are obvious ones like you'll rise up on wings of eagles and all of these things. But
Yeah.
we have to stand firm.
Yeah.
Okay? We need to stand against and actively find ways and time to get filled up and to fight against the weariness. Our spiritual weariness. And in order to do that, we have to stay active and alive and living with the Lord. So you can't become sedentary. And that is incredibly important. And don't be defensive, and don't take offense to us saying you have to find time. You have to find time. And that may be driving carpool.
It looks different.
That may
it looks
be
different for every single
riding in
human
the car.
being.
Yeah.
How you further your relationship with God. Everyone, you relate differently
Mhm.
than every single other person on earth, because he created you individually and uniquely, and how you relate to him and grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grow.
Yeah.
Right? That's the right word.
Grow.
Grow closer to him is how you do it.
Yes. It could be, why don't you just turn on audio Bible and just listen to it in your car. Listen to the word. Listen to worship, but don't forget to add the word. Spend time in prayer in the car. You're in the car all the time. Like if you're running carpools and stuff and you're running errands, listen to the word. Spend time with him instead of spending your time on, like, listen, I love social media. I also hate it, but I love it. And I listen to plenty of it. I watch TikTok. I am not embarrassed to say that. Like I will scroll TikTok and I will scroll Instagram, and I have nothing against Netflix. But if you've not filled up and you are choosing that to check out with, maybe you should ask the Lord, hey, should we be spending time together right now?
Right.
Maybe find a great book by a trusted author and listen to it on audiobook.
Right.
If you can't do more with your eyes and they're weary, then listen.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just looked at our time.
Oh,
and we are
okay.
getting into it. So I want to hit this really quick.
Yeah.
And then we will wrap up. So I am in John 4:10. Jesus answered her, if you knew the gift of God and I'm going to start over. Jesus answered her, if you knew the gift of God and who it is that asks you for a drink, you would have asked him and he would have given you living water. It's Jesus at the well with the woman, and he's just asked her, can you draw some water for me? Because he's thirsty. I know there's a lot of different things that can come out of this verse, but within this conversation, what the verse is speaking to me in this mindset is he has asked us to do something.
Yeah.
Right? And if I will then in turn ask him, he's asking her for a drink of water, but he's saying, if you knew who was asking you for a drink of water, you would have asked me for a drink of water. Like if he has asked me to be a part of something and to say yes to something, then shouldn't I then in turn say, okay, but you do this through me?
Yeah.
Like you do this. Because my best yes is letting you work through me.
Yeah.
If I'm going to say yes to something, it's going to be because it's going to bless someone else, bless my family or my children who are my family. Anyway, same difference. Shouldn't I want it to be him that is doing it in his strength and not me trying to do it in my strength? Like he is the living water. His is the living water. The water that I would draw from the well is not living water. His is. His. No, not with the rhyming words.
No. I love it.
But
but not his is.
Proverbs 3:26. For the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being snared. The Lord will be your confidence. He will be your wisdom. Studying the word provides that. He will give sound judgment. He will give discernment to see, am I being attacked with weariness? Am I flat out tired?
Mm-hmm.
How do I need to combat this?
Yeah.
Did I say yes to something that I shouldn't have?
Or do I just need a nap and a snack?
Yes.
Because the Bible has that in there here too.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah. But he got a nap and a snack, and then he was told to go back.
Yes. Sometimes that's all we need.
Just need a timeout.
And to let him walk with us and to
Mhm.
use his strength. We wear ourselves out
Mm-hmm.
trying to do things in our own strength, and we in turn allow this war of attrition to take a hold of us because we're trying to do it in our strength.
Yeah.
Let's ask him for the living water and allow his strength
Yeah.
to work through us.
Absolutely.
Lean on him.
Yes. Okay. On that, here we go. Psalm 46. I'm just going to read the whole thing because it's so good.
It is really good.
God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see the works of the Lord and the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the shields with fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. You guys, our God is this big. He is within you. You will not fall. He will help you at the break of day.
Amen to that.
But he's so big. He's so strong. He is God of gods. Like he is the God. He is God. He's the creator of the universe. That he lifts his voice and the earth melts. But he cares enough to walk. He sent his Holy Spirit to walk with you throughout all of the things that you're doing in your day. He will carry you through this. You need only be still and know that he is God. Stop just like I keep seeing like just the little sheep that has gotten themselves in the fence.
Mm-hmm.
And Jesus is like, be still so I can get you unwrapped and I can carry you.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to carry you. You're wearing yourself out physically. He can carry you. He can get you. Like, we just have to get across. We do have to get across the finish line. We are going to, as moms, we all crawl across that finish line. But he wants us to get to the point where we get to our knees and we say, I cannot do this anymore in my own strength. I need to be filled up by you. We get filled up, we stand back up, we stand firm, and we walk across that finish line with
Mhm.
him, where he is really, in all intents and purposes, he's carrying us. He's carrying us across the finish line. But he lets everyone see us walk across the finish line where we're not bloody and broken and crawling across it in the physical. Because that's how we all feel,
It is.
but we don't have to. That's what the enemy wants. This is a war of attrition.
It is. Y'all get into it. Y'all study it.
Yeah.
Get into some preparedness for spiritual warfare.
Yeah.
And let us know how we can be praying for you to support you in it.
Let's link arms.
Yeah.
Let's become a phalanx. Hey, you need to look up what phalanx is. It's a formation of shields in battle so that they can't get in. The spears and the arrows couldn't get in. We all have each other's backs and our sides and our fronts.
Yes.
Because we are linked.
I love it. And we love you guys.
Mhm.
So thanks for listening this week. Find us
Absolutely.
on social media at Send Help Podcast. Listen on any listening platform. Go to our website at thesendhelppodcast.com.
Yeah.
Those are all the things, right?
Those are all the things.
All right.
Yeah.
I got them all.
She did it. Because her brain works.
It does.
Yes.
Oh. We love you guys.
We do so much.
We'll see you
Not over Thanksgiving.
not over Thanksgiving.
So after that.
Bye-bye.
Bye.